Here are the jobs you can do in your allotment during autumn and winter.
Autumn-winter jobs are mainly about resetting, restoring and preparing for next year. So the first thing I did was collected a bunch of seeds. Most flowers, you can collect the seeds by waiting for the heads to dry out. But with beans, you plant the beans and wait for a new plant to come up. It all depends on the plant. Next, you want to start taking down your dead and old plant. Once you take down your old plants, you can replace them with your winter variety, which will survive way better in the colder months. You also get extra material to add to your compost. I also like to cut back any plants that have overgrown. If you've grown nasturtiums, you know how crazy they can get, and this was going absolutely everywhere. The next thing you're going to want to be doing is weeding. Now that the sun isn't out as much and the rain has calmed down, they're not as bad, but they're still out in full force. So it's best to keep on top of them instead of waiting to the last minute when it gets worse. With all the plants and green matter that you add to your compost, you're going to want to balance it out with brown. Brown isn't necessarily the colour, but it means it adds carbon to the mix. I added a mixture of compost and manure, watered everything down, and then gave everything inside the compost bin a good toss. I do not recommend picking up your wheelbarrow like that. The next thing I did was started to sow some crop. Here I'm planting saffron. They're an autumn flowering plant. Did you know that croydon used to be called Crocus Valley because it was known for farming saffron? I sowed those in and watered them well. And last but not least, I started to harvest what was left of my harvestable crops. This was my first time harvesting broccoli and my first time having purple sprouting broccoli, so I'm pretty excited.